What's up? What's up? This will be my first video on this channel. I just really want to document my journey and process of switching over. What do I mean by switching over is before about 2 years. Oh, sorry, I'm sick. It's been about two like a little over 2.5 years now that I've been decided to code and everything. At first, it was kind of just general coding. My very first project, I actually don't have it on here anymore, I don't think. But it was a Python game. But after I made that game, I switched over and decided to work more with JavaScript. I learned JavaScript and started making websites and stuff. And since then, sorry about that. I had to go do something. I'm not even sure where. I'm just sort of start over, I guess. I don't remember where I was exactly, but yeah. When I was 16, I was thinking about it. I saw it and I was like, you know what, that'd be cool, do something like that. And then I didn't actually start doing it until like a little after I turned 17. I started coding in it, just thinking more about my future and stuff. And sorry, I'm like really, really sick. I know I just said that, but yeah. At that point, I wanted to make apps and stuff, websites. In the beginning, I stuck mainly on websites because it was just easier for me until I could get more of an understanding. And then I wanted to make apps eventually. But now, around 2.5 years later, I'm switching over. I mainly decided this because, like, my choice was really just more like, in the beginning, it was more of like, although I would love more to make games and stuff, I feel like I would have a better chance of actually like making money off of this if I made websites or like apps or something like that. But now I just don't really. I got into a point where I'm not really doing much of the coding. It's kind of more. I'm kind of just relying on AI now. Like in the beginning, I was learning, doing everything, and then after a while, like my last two projects, I don't really understand much of it because it's mainly AI. It's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and I just kind of my passion kind of just fell off of it. I'm like, I haven't released everything. Any of these, all these projects, I haven't released them. It's just kind of been like practice projects. My last two I plan on releasing, but I'll get to that whenever we get to those. I'm gonna walk through each one of these just to explain how it was during that time. But yeah, now I want to switch over to game development because I genuinely have a passion for games and I want to create my own stuff, create my own game. And so I decided, I might as well switch over if I feel like I'll be more into it. And like, I'm not really doing nothing off of the websites and apps I'm making. So, I might as well just, do what I would prefer doing instead of chasing the money that's not even there. So yeah, that's why I decided to do that. I've been learning these past few days and it's been pretty easier for me. Like, I've been learning with C Sharp and Unity. I never tried Unity or learned C Sharp, but I learned JavaScript, Golang, and Python, of course, but only a little bit of Python in the beginning. But mainly, I'm most comfortable with JavaScript. I took a course career. I actually haven't finished that. Like, the last part was basically just the whole Amazon stuff to upload and everything, like your backend and stuff. I didn't finish that part, but that was it. And then they had like a final quiz or whatever. Didn't do that yet, but I pretty much that was the only thing I needed to learn on that. But like, I don't use Amazon services whenever I was going to upload my stuff. And for my last two, I did upload them with Vercel and Render. So I never used Amazon. So I mean, it was pretty good to get your feet in the door, but if you actually want a career out of it, I don't think it will be enough. But maybe I just didn't push it hard enough, I guess. Could be, maybe, I don't know. But I do know that at this point I would rather just try game development. I feel like I could be more expressive than making these websites or apps that I don't personally wouldn't personally like. I don't personally enjoy or use per se. some of these could be really helpful if I like, did the proper advertisement and stuff and actually finished it. My last two aren't really finished, but Okay, let me actually start going through these now. Okay, I'm gonna go through in order. Basically, whichever ones I did first, I'm gonna go through them. Most of these are for YouTube videos, kind of just walking along and doing these. In the beginning though, I would say like no AI, pretty much. Like, yeah, I would like look online for like stuff to help, but like it wasn't like I felt like I was actually like learning these concepts and stuff. But like, the last two, yeah. All right, these right here. I forgot how to run these. uh, I do not remember how to run this. That is, see, this is sad. Oh, I was using go with this too. Let's go. All right, give me a second. There it goes. On the screen. Okay. Oh, I gotta run the back end. Sorry about that. It's been so long since I used these. This is low key embarrassing. I'm supposed to be a developer. I don't even know how to run my own projects. Even though these are pretty old by now, but still, it's really embarrassing. Okay, yeah, I figured it was that. Okay, cool. Hopefully this works. I don't think it worked. Wait, okay. Actually, I think it is working. It's working. It's working. I finally got it to work. Yes. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah. This is it here. A to-do list. It's pretty cool. Video. Boom. When you add it, and you can edit it. Simple fix that. Boom. Save. Boom. Works. Delete these. Yeah. So this like I said, this was my very first project with JavaScript. I'm pretty sure not my very first project, but I don't have a video. I don't have it anywhere. It was on my own computer, and then I didn't get everything transferred over to this one. But it was pretty much just a Python game, like I forgot what I called it, but basically I was shooting rocks out of the sky, like the one of those old school games. I was in a rocket, just moving left to right, shooting lasers at rocks or whatever. It was pretty cool, but yeah, that was my very first one. This one was just my first one after switching to JavaScript and taking the course, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. The next one, okay, yeah, this one I did it all by myself. I'm very proud of it. It's pretty simple, but it was basically just with Go. Yeah, but as you can see with a little bit of this code, it was basically terminal game. Yeah, you start off with $100 and basically just bet on horses. Let's do 25. Let's do 25. Now you got to pick which one of your horses you would like to bet on. Yeah, as it says, horses with low experience have a lower chance of winning but higher profit. So let's say we bet on Warsy. He has no experience, but if he does win, I will end up getting a higher percentage of money. So, but with Forsey, he has higher experience. So, like, although I have a higher chance of winning, the profits won't be as high as if I won with Warsey. So, I was very proud of adding that in. Very proud. We're gonna do Rob. Fifth, fourth, third. Okay, Rob got third place. So I didn't gain any money or lost any money. Now we try it again, do 25 again. Boom. This time we're betting. We're gonna bet. Oh, he lost. He got fifth place. That sucks. Now we lost some money. So bet 25 and I lost 60. I don't remember the logic behind that, but yeah, I guess I'm not sure how I did the logic, but it had something to do with the experience. Cause I bet Orsi, I guess it took more. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how it works. Let me see. Yeah, here's the logic. And basically with experience, I just went. You have experience. I guess that applied to losing too. So yeah, it's not. I'm still proud of it. I could fix it and make it a bit better now, but I love it. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty simple, nothing crazy, but I enjoyed making it because this is like the first thing I did all by myself. So yeah. Next up is Okay, yeah, quiz. Okay, this is kind of like a school quiz for my niece. I was like, you know what? Let me practice, and so I made her some quizzes. Um, Here it goes. I'm not sure what happened to the CSS. I moved my files around, so that's probably why the stuff the CSS isn't loading properly. But it did not used to look like this. Okay, oh, it did not used to look like that. And this is my niece's name. I made it for her. Oof. Okay. Because that's unfortunate. I'm just run each of these separately. They have to log in. This isn't really much because the CSS is in there. I could go through and make it, but I do not like doing that currently. So just basically just quiz. Yeah, the grade page. Just it was pretty nice to show all the completed quizzes and the grades and stuff. It was nice. It was nice looking. And then they had to make the quizzes. Okay, the quizzes here. Here you go. All good. This is all right. What it was, and then you do everything, submit it, and then it will show up in the grade page HTML. But yeah, that was it. Like I said, I probably could go through these and just fix it with the make sure the routes are correct, but I don't feel like doing that currently. So we're just gonna go on to the next one. All right. These next ones are websites I made. I'm not sure what that is. I think I just put something there just to have it not be weird. Because whenever you put a photo inside a folder, they both appear up here, and I just don't like it. So I like when it comes down, it has like a drop down thing like this. All right, let's see if this works. Ooh, okay, yeah. Oh, everything's good. Yeah, this was a website I made. Looks really nice actually. Kind of just put some random person in details and stuff. And then this here. Oh, this is actually better than I remember it being. Yeah, it's looking nice. Got the services here. Oh wait, it just takes time. Yeah, unique book. I don't remember if that works. Nope, that did not work. Yeah, this was my website. Then we have finance. This is whenever I started separating things a little more. Sorry, React. So start. I'm guessing it's React. Yep, figured. All right, this here is a finance tracker. I'm not sure what this is loading, but pretty much putting your expenses. Then you press to refresh total, and boom, it shows you the total. I think this is loading. Let me see. Hold on. That's okay. Look. Oh yeah. Okay. So I had it in here before. Boom, boom. Loading expenses. Press to refresh. Boom, refresh. So the total amount. So basically, just put in the numbers, refresh. Boom, get your number. You get your total profit. Yeah. Something pretty simple, but looks pretty nice too. I like it. I haven't looked at these projects in like forever. So next up, Cookmates. All right. Sorry, I'm eating this ice cream. Yeah. This is basically a place where you could add your recipes. Yeah, add your recipes. Boom, boom. Have to see ingredients. How long it takes to cook. Do it. And then the meals show up here. You got recipe names. You got recipe with ingredients. Boom, boom, boom. You got the ingredients over here, and then you got home. You can search for any meal. It shows the most recently. You do to chick. Oh, it's not. I guess it's not working. Or I just need to put the entire name in, probably. Yeah, you just gotta put the entire name in, and then it shows right here. Boom, nice and simple. Now the next one is 5 seconds. Can't remember exactly what this one was about. Yes, it works. Okay. Okay, now this will be a lot easier since this is how I usually organize my will run and organizing my code now. So I'm kind of getting there. Yeah, 5 seconds. You gotta log. I don't remember any login, so we're gonna sign up. Here's 5 seconds. Huh. These actually look pretty good. I don't remember these looking so good, but these are back then when I used to make a lot more websites and stuff. It's not bad. Yeah, I made. Oh, this is when I started working with databases. I remember. Well, I was before, but this one, I think this was the first time I actually used like Postgres. Um, was I was using Prisma? Yeah, Prisma with Prisma Postgres. Using ORM. I think it was called. I think it is ORM. Yeah, yeah. The user and then the grade and then the math. I mean, in the score. And then here's all the quizzes. Yep, here's your account. You change, the role. We can't change the role, but you can change these. Yep. Yeah. So this is it right here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Now next up here comes my last two projects when I wanted to be more of a want to make more of an app like thing. Well, these are all technically websites still, but like more of a SaaS, something like that. But yeah. Okay. This might actually break because I think I left it in it like when I left it had a whole bunch of bugs maybe, but we're gonna see. All right, here is intro. Okay, it's working so far. Yeah, basically this was an inventory product sync. Like if you're a business and you want to sync your inventory together and like from all your different stores and stuff from like Shopify, eBay, Etsy. Yeah, just things like those just connects it all together and just easier to manage all in one spot. But one of the things I got stuck with was these two. Shopify was pretty simple to not simple but easier to set up than these two. I didn't originally do eBay. I did Shopify and Etsy, but Etsy you gotta apply for an API thing to have access to it, but I got denied, so I had to switch it up. Made eBay, and then eBay that was a whole nother that was a struggle. Took me forever. Still didn't get it. So it is what it is. Freshfeld, what's going on? I know why I don't have this the super base or the other stuff active because I haven't used it in so long. But we're just gonna skip past through all of that, okay? Yeah, it's inactive. We're you know what? It's late. Oh, well, it's not too late, but I'm not. This is all we're gonna see from here for now, I guess. If one day maybe I wanna fix it up and show it to the world, I guess we will. But yeah, just here. We got a home, we got orders section, products, profile settings, got the stores, sync history. It was pretty in depth. This is definitely like my biggest project so far, but it was also riddled with a lot of AI. So, but it wasn't too bad, but still, it was way more AI than I should have done. Yeah, like he got to a point where I was just look at the code and be like, I don't know what is going on. To be fair, I look at a lot of code and say that, but this one was just worse because it was my own. And usually with my own, I can kind of tell what's going on, even if it is a little wonky at times. But that one, it wasn't mine. I didn't really know what to fix, how to fix what, and then the whole eBay stuff, the whole eBay stuff was terrible. It was rough. It was rough. This one we will not have any problems with because I stopped working on this pretty recently, so everything should work fine. This is my last project, so my last project. I might make more sooner. Dang, looking at how all the other stuff was, this just looks so terrible. And this is like how my websites was looking is nothing compared to like it looks like I've gone backwards, but this was mainly just AI. Like I was so focused on making sure everything was working on the back end. I was like, you know what, just put whatever up here. And it looks terrible. It's actually pretty sad. I actually still have let me boom move these. Still have the code here, I should. See, boom, boom. There we go. And then the character information down here. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, and here it is. Basically for this one, he's a barber. Set your availability and then your services here. Boom, boom. You have your settings. You got your settings here. You can change stuff, delete your account, and everything like that. I was having problems with the time zone. That's been going on for a while. I made to add a little avatar thing. Yeah, and then these ones, I'm gonna show the other side of this. Basically, customers trying to set an appointment, and as the business owner, you could choose to decline or accept it. And we're going to log out and show the consumer side, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure how you consume a haircut or a tattoo. I'm another one that was like a tattoo artist, and just test it out without these base planted users. So yeah, this user already set the appointment. You you can set more. John's Barbershop. This is the Flabber Enterprises, the tattoo artist I made. You select, you pick a day. They're open this day. This goes back to availability. They're not available. They don't have availability on the 15th. Well, on Thursdays, so they won't be there. But on Wednesdays, they have availability to these times. And boom, that is what I have. This is my last project. It doesn't looks very, very basic compared to my older projects, which is crazy. Didn't notice that. But that's what happens when you let AI control most of your project work and you're just sitting there. So you should not do that. Connie just wanted to make this video to like I said, just show our journey from what I've worked on so far and kind of to just like push myself to stick with game development. These websites, making those websites were pretty fun too, and looking at them, they look pretty nice. I could definitely do something like that for like, if somebody, wanted a website or whatever, I could make something for them. Because it's a lot easier than the last two projects I was working on. But, because it's mainly just front end and like, yeah, it's not too hard. But yeah, now I'm switching over to game development and I hope that I can make something I like and enjoy it and, not rely on AI so much. So yeah, if you like the video, like it, subscribe or whatever, that would be very much appreciated. But I just want to, let my future self know that, whatever you do, just keep going forward. And hopefully, eventually we can make a nice game, something that I enjoy, something that other people enjoy. And, yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you and have a blessed day and peace. Almost forgot one thing. Yeah, I am gonna document my journey with the whole game development stuff, working with Unity and C#. Um, Probably won't post that often because I do have another channel that I'm posting on. But this one I will give up updates eventually, just with how it's going and what I've learned so far. I feel like that would just help me personally, so make sure I actually learn something. So I have something to show for the video. But yeah, yeah, that's what I would do, and we will see. We will see.